Alright guys, so this car is a 2003 Mazda Miata or MX-5, depending where in the world that you live at. And it came with a 1.8 liter engine, and this happens to have the VVT system on it. I bought it just like you see here. I haven't done any modifications. It came with a K&N filter. The car was wrecked in the rear, so the rear end was caved in. It would have cost roughly between $3,500 and $4,000 to fix. It didn't make sense for the owner to fix it. So the owner, which just happened to be a family member, the owner ended up just giving me the car for $200. The clutch didn't work either. Then me and my wife decided to start cutting it up one day to turn into a Miata Kart, and that's what we did. We cut it to the best of our abilities, and this is what we got so far. So this is what the engine bay looked like after we cleaned it and after we painted the valve cover gasket. It did not look like this when we bought it. It was completely filled up with dirt, and oil was leaking everywhere in the back. I mean, the first time we got it started, there was a pot of oil in the floor. As you guys can see, my floor is full of oil because of this car. The entire clutch reservoir was completely empty. We did a how-to video on how to clean the engine bay, and it turned out like this, and then the how-to video on how to clean the valve cover. All right, when it comes to the tire has about 80% thread in the front, and it has like nothing in the back. We ended up cutting out the back. We did a battery relocation kit because this battery in the Mazda Miatas would sit back here in the trunk. So we ended up putting this bracket in here. We ended up shorting this out. This neck used to stick out here. So I ended up shorting it out and putting it here, and it still has the overflow and the breather pipe in there. Now that the wiring has been cut, it's all completely labeled, and it's been placed here. That way I don't lose any wirings from the bulbs. It came with a 4-point roll cage in the back. I did not purchase that. I came with the car already. And it came with special edition purple, the special edition wheels, and the special edition knotty steering wheel with the gray bezel kit and the white gauges. The other Miatas don't come with this type of options. It has the Bose system, and the AC and the heater actually works in this car, which is why I have the interior still intact. That's one of the things that I'm trying to keep the doors in. I don't know, I'm trying to build like a different style of Miata car. I want the interior to be as comfortable as possible. I like this. Obviously the seats, both seats, I have the other seat and it looks the same way, if not worse. The plan is for me to replace the seats and the steering wheel, keep everything. I want to be able to drive it. If it's hot, I can turn the AC on, and if it's cold, I can turn the heater on. I don't know. The funny thing is that I'm not planning on putting this on the road either. This is planned to be a fun car, just go out, maybe go sideways a few times. So I want to build the lowest budget possible Miata Kart that anybody can build. We got the car for $200. Obviously, when it comes to a Miata car, you have to have some type of caging to try to make it look like a go-kart as much as possible. So my plan is to cut here, build a nice bar in the front, build a nice bar in the back. I want to build a stiffer strut bar. And I don't want to go crazy. I don't want to go with a bar that goes across from here and across from the beam. I'm trying to keep it very, very simple. Obviously, I want to lower the car. I want to buy some different wheels. I want to keep the windshield on it. Probably going to keep from here back. I'm trying to keep everything stock. I don't want to go too crazy. Ta-da! I do have a couple of Nitrous bottles here. I'm a huge fan of Nitrous. I've been running Nitrous since probably 2001. I love how instant power it is, and you only use it when you want to use it. And in this case, will be a perfect spot to do it on. What do you guys recommend? Should I go turbo or should I go nitrous with this car? Let's just say I do decide to go nitrous. Where am I going to put the bottle? Where I have the most space will be here, right? Put the can here, put the brackets, and run the lines. But this is the gas tank right under this. There's a plastic gas tank right under it. This is just a very thin cover over the gas tank. So it's obviously not ideal to run it there. I could put in the passenger seat with a down tube in case over pressurizes. They can just dump the pressure. But I don't think it would be very smart for me to put a freaking NOS can on top of the gas tank. Can I reinforce it and put a really thick steel plate to cover the gas tank, and then I can put the nitrous in it? Yeah, and that'll be safe. The nitrous can has a safety valve on the side that if it were to overpressurize to blow up or whatever, it'll just dump it on the tube. So I do have the tube that I can run the tube past the gas tank, and it'll just blow it down there. If I go turbo, there's plenty of space to go turbo and do some basic piping and put an intercooler in the front. Another thing, if you guys have Miata parts that I can use in this type of build. Like I'm looking for adjustable A-arms for the vehicle so I can adjust camber on it for the front and rear. Definitely want to buy wheels and tires, then obviously nothing expensive because I'm trying to keep this budget extremely low. I'm probably going to go to eBay and find the cheapest coilovers I can find. If it's more than $300, I'm not even going to look at them. I'm trying to find like $100 or $200 coilovers. I want to run system serial. That I can't cheap out on that. I definitely want something good. Also, what color theme should I go? Should I keep the purple? Should I change that? Should I start adding more floral? Like, I don't know, somebody suggested the paint this black, somebody also suggested to paint this. I kind of like it stock raw. And the interior, should I change the color? Should I go from gray to black or something else? I really want to keep the door. You guys let me know whether I should keep it or remove it. I do want to get sway bars for the front. Like I mentioned earlier, the back tires are pretty much slick and the front ones have a lot of thread on it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to change the wheels. Alright guys, we out here and this pretty much, you can see it's a blocked off road, it's a private road that belongs to a lot of the houses out here. So the area that I'm at is kind of like an open field area and a lot of the houses have acres and acres. It's one of the roads that they're going to take away and they're going to keep private from now on. So I asked for permission and they let us do a little burnout here since they're going to take the road out. So we're going to go ahead and do it. And we're going to test to see if we have an LSD in the car. I have no idea yet. So yeah, here we go. As an LSD. Let's go, bro. Alright guys, so it's been a few days since the last clip that you guys just saw. I ended up finding the lowest price of coilovers that I could find in the entire internet, which it was through eBay. I ended up finding this set for $180. It actually says eBay on it. Well, at least it's in the right parts. Alright, so I guess I have to use the top half of the original suspension. I have no idea these for the front or the back. I believe they both look about the same. This is the long one, this is the front, and this will be the back. For $180, they do not look bad at all. I bought some way worse coilovers, way worse quality, and I paid more than $180. Okay, so all 4 coils came with all the springs, all the nuts, everything that I need to install them. And I'm gonna show you what else I got for the car. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, I have a bunch of lights on my table. I ended up getting universal trailer tail lights. On top of that, I ordered some aftermarket brackets that they sell for this itself. Just like that. So I'll be able to mount these to the car, somewhere in the car, whether I want them vertically or horizontally. Switchboard, and what this is going to do is going to allow me to hook up all these lights into one panel. So right over here, I ended up buying 6 lights for the car. These ones that you see that are completely round, and they have the LED in the center. These are spotlights, and these ones are floodlights. And if you guys can see, it's got the little diamond cuts on it. So the difference between spotlights and floodlight is a spotlight, it will shoot on the direction that I aim the light at. The floodlight, it was actually going to be a wide angle light, able to spread the light across the road. The plan for this is to put the floodlights in the front, and I want to put spotlights on top of the car, maybe on an angle on the side, And I also got a full light bar which has both. It has the spotlight in the center and it has floodlight on the sides. And that bar, I'm still deciding whether I want to put it on top of the car or right in front in the middle. Remember, this is not gonna be a car that's gonna be on the road. This is for off-road use only. It's gonna be on the track. All right guys, I think it's time for me to start installing some coilovers. So I'm gonna get to that right now. I'm about to get my jack stand and start removing tires. Is to take this suspension hat off. This spring is gonna have to get compressed, and then once we take the top bolt off, this will be able to come right off.
A little later.
All right, so here's the coilover that I got from the eBay kit, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lower this all the way down. This one does have an adjustable sleeve at the bottom. Then I'm gonna grab my stock hat, put this in, and I wanna put the lug. From here, install. Same way we took it out, same way it's going in. Just like that, she's installed. All right, so now that this side's done, I'm gonna move to the other side and then we'll move to the back. Are you serious? All right, so this is why you don't buy $180 springs or coilovers. They are actually hitting right here and they don't go low enough for the bolt to go through. I'm not gonna touch my A-arm because there's nothing wrong with it. This design is not that great. So I'm gonna grind here and here and hopefully that's enough space for this thing to go down and be held by the bolt. So now that all four suspensions are in, the only thing left to do is put the tires on and see how low this thing gets. Tell me that's not insane. Jeez. How does the camber look? It is not bad at all. I mean, it definitely has some camber to it, but not as much as I thought it was gonna have. I really like this. Now, these are 16-inch tires. Okay, the 195/50/16. I wonder what the OD is on this tire. Because if I go any smaller than this, I'm definitely gonna have some issues. Well, I hope this thing is super stiff.
That's what she said.
Even the front camber is not bad at all. Alright guys, there you have it. This is the end. Unfortunately, I can't drive right now. It's super late and you're not going to be able to see anything on the camera. But on the next video, I promise you I'm going to take it out for a drive and I'm going to test the suspension. And then maybe we'll start adding some other stuff to it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. There's more coming, hopefully. Like I said, the next thing I have to do is probably going to be the cage. Don't forget, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think or let me know what I should do next. See you guys.